A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Noles kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Boston College.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The transfer has it his first carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The sure hands, it's Robinson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Daniels. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Quarterback got it himself. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Seminoles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now, going to take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Floats it out in space. Lowers those pads. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit out, sir."
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. And he's in! Touchdown, Noles!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Dickens. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Mack has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps away to find some room. Throws to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll go right back to him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Snagged out of the air. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run inside. It's Dickens. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Finds his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Direct snap. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That's in the tight end in motion. Quick handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. Lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Runs through a man. He might have space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the Auburn Tigers.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return.
And it's the Razorbacks looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air, it's Daniels. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
They punted away on 4th down. They're going to mark this one at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They'll run it. Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the 2nd level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Get him in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Fires to the big fella. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down coming up. On the delay, it's Dickens. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch.
Maybe some room here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Looking for a gap. It's Dickens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quick strike complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run to the left. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. He wants to go deep. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. He lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bulldozes his way through. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. The Eagles ran the counter punch.
Yeah, and a nice job quickly getting the ball out. These bubble screens got to come out fast and got to come out to your playmakers who you can throw it to. Trust them to make the right read, get the ball upfield, and get in the end zone.
They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Got enough for the 1st. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to punt, and he's got room. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st.
The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got his man on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the pass.
Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back.
There he goes. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The lone back's got it. Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. Touchdown, Seminoles! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
that great start to the season. That's what you want.